Good morning, Internet. I'm Master Briss.
And I'm Nags Bags.
And welcome back to episode 6 of Podcastlocke.
6 already, my days.
I know, in the last episode I acquired a new team member in the form of ITV2 the Drillbur, because I make sense.
And I also acquired Fisty McGee, the punchy, fighty, fisty Pokemon.
Ah, there's another Harlequin here. You thought you could get through here? Think again, or so you thought. I'm just blocking your way.
I don't know where I'm going.
Oh, right, yeah, and there were leftovers in the sewer, so scratch whatever I said about, there'll be nothing useful in the sewers.
Yeah. We discovered that during our downtime. Oh, there's a thingy that I didn't realize you could go in. I am doing a silly.
Oops.
I did it again.
Let's give Lock On Baby a shout here, because this level 19 Swaddle is of little concern. And we have Sonic Boom!
Oh,
that...
Harlequin Gary. He's my 8th favourite of the Harlequins.
Oh yeah, and then there's Harlequin Brad, Harlequin Desiree.
Harlequin Tarquin being one of my favourites. I'm going to use
classics.
Bide. I am throwing caution to the wind.
Oh, storing all that energy.
Yeah, storing it right up.
It's like aggressive hibernation.
And then I'm going to focus my energy. Oh, that did quite a lot of damage.
Oh no!
What happened?
Harlequin Gary is another male combi. It's gonna set me off again.
Oh no, here it comes.
Oh, here comes the run.
Incoming.
Combi. There's 3 of them sticking together, which is a metaphor for how if you just throw 2 of them in a room, it's already dangerous.
I was going to say the Holy Trinity, but I like your one too.
Ooh, a Dwebble. I can actually fight this with Lock On
Rockthrow
Baby.
will take that combi real fast.
Oh, it's Smackdown Dwebble. Lock On Baby, go home. You have no hope here.
Smackdown combi?
Although, of course, because I have a bold-natured Magnemite, my super effective Magnet Bomb is a 3-hit KO.
Well, I feel like that might be your best option here, whereas as Fisty McGee is wake-up slapping the Dwebble into oblivion as we speak.
Which I feel like is a very strange fanfic opening.
I like to think of it as a theme park ride.
The Bad Sex and Fiction Awards came out again a while ago, and the first one was genius, and I've forgotten it, and it's...
I'm going to need to look those up, because it's
They're
always
a good time. There is no possible way of not enjoying the prose that results. But first, I must challenge this final Harlequin before Burgh.
Before Burgh. It's cold in here.
I mean, to be fair, it's a very airy gym, and there are no heaters installed anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. I think he just named himself after what people say.
Oppa Gangnam Style?
Look, I'm riding a horse. Oh, that's the dance. I did the dance. Venoshock, Rock Smash, Return, Work Up.
Ah, you're looking through the underwhelming TM list.
Yeah, I am. Rest and Strength.
Ooh, that was a nasty critical.
Some of the worst TMs known to man.
Yeah, no, I'm switching here because this is too much.
Right, I can do this. I'm going to take on this Harlequin. And I'm going to do it.
Blindfold.
No, I'm just going to do it.
Oh, okay.
I have to try to stop you, he says.
Good, because I'd hate to think that this might result in some more of those bird box challenges. This is the topical reference that dates the podcast.
I'm going to do it blindfolded. That's what Bird Box is, I think. It was years ago. See, I saved it from being dated.
I'm going to make a joke about Wurzel Gummidge just to throw them off the scent even further.
Oh, you've got a brand new combine.
It all comes back to farming or insects.
I thought you were going to say incest.
Maybe that too, but I'm not sleepy enough yet that
we've not quite reached those depths.
Not quite plumbed those depths. Right, let's get sucked into the cocoon hole again.
You're in charge, Piggy Mitchell.
Oh yeah, that one's a loop, just to really throw you
See,
for
this sand attack dwebble is really causing me irritating problems.
Welcome to... Have I told you about the fight against Burgh's dwebble in my game of Chance White?
No.
The Burgh's dwebble, I think, was the single longest fight. Or rather, it shouldn't, proportionately, it shouldn't be as bad as it was.
Right, okay.
But because I was using moves determined by a deck of cards, and because the dwebble consistently spammed sand attack, I had to A, wait for an attack to be selected, and B, wait for that attack not to miss.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why we don't do mad locks with crazy rules.
Eventually I gave up and just released a voice memo of me doing a silly voice and mocking the dwebble. Or rather, I think pretending to be the dwebble mocking me. Which I think shows about the level that I descended to at that point, and that I didn't even see a male Combi then. It was just the dwebble setting me off then.
I was going to say, how times have changed.
Right, since I'm about to challenge the gym leader, I believe now is the time to bolt the lefties to Jack and give...
Oh yeah, we got lefties in the sewers. And can I just say, they picked up an apple core in the sewers and gave it to their Pokemon to eat. These are not responsible humans.
See, I have the excuse that all of my Pokemon are the steel type and unable to get poisoning of any kind, including food poisoning.
Whereas I'm just like, here you go, fighting pig. Have this apple core I found covered in poo. You'll be just fine.
I mean...
That's literally the conversation we had.
Yeah, that's a legitimate conversation.
Yeah, I like to think that all my conversations are legit, but there we go.
I mean, those poisoned apples would be enough to turn Gutsman into intestinal problems, man.
Gutsman into irritable bowel man.
Right, I've given
I would fear him a lot more, I'm just saying.
But the weapon that you get out of that would be...
Whoa.
Right, let's get sucked back into Burr's weird art studio where he was like, oh, I don't need this paint, I'm just going to spill it because the environment doesn't matter when I'm in a cocoon.
It's true, I have been in a cocoon and literally there's no environment in there.
What's been killed? The atmosphere.
Burr. It's cold in here.
That's not my joke, by the way. That's from Tim Vine.
There must be some paints in the atmosphere. Sorry, I'll stop.
It's alright, I was just crediting that joke to somebody else because it wasn't mine. Right, here we go.
Let me draggle. Jovel's round little eyes are cute. It's resilient and reliable. It sounds like he's trying to sell me a timeshare in a dwebble.
I mean, it is a hermit crab. It's probably looking for someone to use the property the rest of the year. I remember when I did that stand-up bit about hermit crabs. That was a great bit.
I don't remember it, but that...
Multi-story apartments. Are they
Yes.
moved as a collective entity?
Yes, I remember now. And then he's like, my ace is Leavanny. So just there's no surprises here. He's
I think
so
it's
confident.
so sweet how it makes clothes for other Pokemon out of leaves. Of course, I'm really proud of all my other Pokemon, but I'm not going to tell you what they are because...
But my ace, the one that's supposed to be pulled out in an emergency, well, you can hear about it.
I would say it's my ace in the hole, but...
Also, can I just
We're
say
all
that
in
that
this
is
hole
the
together.
campest, shawl-wearing, scarf-wearing, ugly-suited gym leader I have ever seen.
Goodness knows what his Christmas outfits
Versus
must have looked.
Slutty Burr.
It's a callback to something you don't even know about, because fuck context, it's Podcastlocke. Context in Podcastlocke is just me shouting Podcastlocke until people accept that there's no context in Podcastlocke. Okay, that's string shot.
So that Swadloon was comfortably one-shotted by a flame charge from Piggy Mitchell.
This is very much a 3-shot for me.
Possibly slightly over-leveled, but I don't care. You know what? Two levels above the dwebble. Well, that say that 3 times. I think this is acceptable.
Oop, I've used a hyper potion. I say I've used a hyper potion, Burr's used a hyper potion. I say this because I fought the champion in Let's Go Eevee earlier today, and when champion healed with a potion, the text that appeared on screen was, you used a full restore. Not champion, name of champion used the full restore.
I like to think the champion was called Nick is better than all of y'all.
Yeah, that's entirely fair. But the fact that you, it's like you're intentionally self-sabotaging your own run at champion.
It's Nags? When you'd eventually lose? What happened, Nags? I wasn't better than all of y'all. I was only better than most of y'all.
Ooh, he's gone straight for the Levani here. Foes Levani, use Brick Break. The run is over. Okay, no, it's got Razor Leaf. We're fine.
Okay, I was going to say, I have had the Levani saved till last. I've switched to Fisty McGee, who's now grown to level 23.
Those lefties are giving me back
a
3
limerick
HP a turn. 3 HP a turn is not bad. Actually, I'm doing about the same damage to this Levani that I was doing to the Swadloon, so...
I feel like you're going to be fine. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, yeah, Citrus Berry triggers,
Maybe
of course.
I should get a haircut. Right, do we think I'll one-shot the Levani? Because I do.
I think you will. I'm still having the harder time of it, but...
I did. This was a really short, really easy battle. 5 turns in, it's over. And 2 of those turns were because of potions.
Right. The Levani is on low orange, which is the tempting heal range for him, I think.
It is indeed. You either need to go for the big hit, or you need to wait.
I am very much going to go for... I need to heal because I'm
nearly
in...
$3,000 for winning. Yay!
Because, yeah, I'm in critical KO range, so I'm going to have to heal here. And the foe's Levani used Razor Leaf, so... Clearly... This is going to be the KO.
Sorry, I'm ahead now.
It's alright, I will get there. I have no doubt that I have this battle sewn up now. It's just the method of which I have to do it is so much slower than your method.
Is this the stall method of slowly
This
waiting?
is just the hitting it with return enough times for it to fall over.
Yay, it seemed to do a death, which means that this is pretty much where you
We gained
are.
2 levels out of that.
That's pretty good.
And another 5. That gives me another 5 attack, another, like, I think 5 speed, and oh, we learn our first steel move. And it's Metal Sound.
Yay! That lowers a stat of your opponent's. I can't remember which one.
The one that's completely irrelevant given my Lucario knows only physical moves at this point.
So that would be special death.
Yes.
Not my special death!
What am I going to do with my special death?
Why wouldn't you hurt the ordinary death? There's loads of those.
Oh, his Dwebble's his 3rd Pokemon.
Oh, I got the Dwebble second and the Levani last.
For some reason I thought he had 4, but no, it's literally just these 3.
It's just 3
Which
rubbish
is
garbage.
fine, I can deal with this. I'm going to hit with Return here in the hope that I will land it just in KO range of Force Palm, but not enough that he'll use a potion, thus decreasing the... And I scored a critical hit, it's going to heal with a Hyper Potion now.
Someone just elongated their battle. Oh, you are very strong indeed, he says.
Except
I guess
you
it's
just
no
used Smackdown.
surprise I lost, because I had bug grass types and you had a fire type, and I can do maths.
That is pretty much how this fight goes, and I am now at your level 2. I have obtained the Insect Badge.
You lost. I think it'll suit you, he says. Do you want to paint me like one of your French Pokemon? As in really badly.
I mean, give it a generation.
Gen 8 confirmed, guys. The badges in this one are particularly ugly, are they not?
I mean, the Insect Badge kind of looks like a feather, which completely defeats the point of it being an Insect Badge.
So now Pokemon up to LV40 will obey you, including traded Pokemon. And you know what? I'll also give you this, because he's making it sound like he's deciding to, rather than it's the league rules or nothing. Struggle Bug, which is going to be really useful for my team in all those times.
I mean, when I
that's
finally
gonna
get
happen.
my ultimate A-tier Pokemon that will solo me through the entire game, by which I mean Truant Durant.
You know what? If that thing's got entrainment, then probably.
I've completely lost my sprite. Oh, here I am.
Struggle Bug also lowers the special attack of the target that was damaged. I'm the best guy to tell you this. It's the little things that count. Small wag.
Of course, this is still the generation where Bugglestrug is only 30 power, so...
Yes.
We're not quite there yet. Similarly, I don't have an Onyx yet. I tried to get one off screen and use my other capture token, but the odds were not with me. I'm going to have to try again.
However, I found a nice garden in the sewer and fought a wild Whimsicott, which I killed because I was not allowed to catch it despite the randomness of it.
I feel like sewer gardens is something that somebody will crowdfund.
We should start the page tomorrow and embezzle the money. I mean, definitely not embezzle the money.
Oh, bollocks, it's Colress again.
Where?
Fountain, top of Castelia.
Oh, I'm going to the Pokemon Center first. I want to be healed.
Oh, I already did that.
I mean, yeah, there was like 4 PP used, but like, you know, it's the principle.
If it's not an inconvenience, may I have a look at your Pokemon? No.
8.
But are you sure? But this is for science.
Well, if it's for science.
How interesting. Your Lucario seems to display more self-confidence than others of the same species. I think that's to do with the hair product.
Yeah.
You're a trainer with merely 3 badges. But you have so many medals. You never mind badges, medals.
Medals. You've got the new face
That's
medal.
our point, actually. In Spanish, badges would be medallas. So what do they translate medals as?
Also medallas? I feel like I should know the answer, but I do not.
Fantastic. I'm not sure how you're doing it, but you're bringing out the power of your Pokemon.
Oh yeah, no, I see him now. He's like, oh, it's you again.
Oh, excuse me, I am a scientist. My name is Colress. The theme of my research is bringing out the power of Pokemon. It was a very ambiguous title for a PhD.
I was gonna say, like who funded that? Where are these Pokemon universities that all these professors and doctors come from?
In one of the streets of Castelia we're not allowed to go down. One of the sidey ways ones.
It's just the way that they're like, I'm the world's leading expert on this. I've got no fucking idea how
Like,
it
Castelia
works.
is literally
I
half
don't
a
even
gridiron
have-
street pattern, completely forgetting lines of latitude. Bringing out the power of Pokemon. Is it possible to bring out their maximum power through the
No,
bond?
bringing out the power of Pokemon is a title, then you have a colon, and then you have a subtitle, I beat them until they do better, or something, right? Like, that would
Slash.
be a research thing.
Or is there some other different method? I'd like to test my theory with battle... Oh, right, yes, we have to fight Colress. And what's his team again? I think it's a Magnemite and something else.
I have saved... No, I do not find this acceptable. He's gonna wait for me on Route 4, which means that I can definitely not catch some non-fighting types to cheat.
Yes, like but wait, Darumaka is not a fighting type, even though it looks to all intents like it
Does it not evolve into a fighting?
No, Darumaka is pure fire type.
Oh, that's right. And then Darmanitan Z is psychic because Zen, because that's logic and makes loads of sense.
Of course.
Right, I'm going to Route 4 to fight Colress there.
I will do the same.
Oh, a randomer said that they loved me. I
Ooh,
feel
we got a
special.
rare candy for completing the Castelia Harlequin hunt.
Where was that?
Oh, that's how I got the bicycle, right? Yeah, because you get it for participating in the Harlequin hunt.
Oh, the lady just told me that Nimbasa City is at the end of Route 4, where it was in the last game. You're so useful, random lady.
You're so useful. You think this song is about you?
Oh, we're on the route. What does the guy say? When you see sand, do you notice how some areas are lighter? Pokemon are hiding in the darker sand. No, that was
Oh,
really
right, yes. This is the stupid scene with all the crystal and he uses his bloomin' Colress machine.
Oh, having lots of battles is apparently the best way to train a Pokemon quickly.
I've been waiting for
A
you.
lady just told me.
What's the matter? Interested in what's behind me? These are not mere rocks, but these are the Pokemon known as Crystal. Observe.
How did you not fight the lady?
I'm metal geared.
Oh, okay.
I am the steel type trainer, so I'm metal geared. With this device I create to energize Pokemon, I'll... Does a pose. Suddenly crabs! They ran away.
Sorry, did you say suddenly crabs?
I did in fact say suddenly crabs.
It sounds like a film. You know, like suddenly, what's it, Suddenly Susan? Is that what it's all about? Like, suddenly crabs!
Suddenly crabs. Viewed from a consistently sideways angle.
That's better than viewing them top down.
This is true. Well, they're just lying here, out of energy with their boulders on their backs.
To be fair, if I had a boulder on my back, I'd be out of energy quite regularly.
True.
Ooh, there's a police guy there. I'll battle him later.
Crustle are essentially just Sisyphus of the Pokemon world. They're just constantly lugging their piece of rock.
Yeah. For
And they
no
never-
real reason.
They never find somewhere to put it. Team Plasma thinks we should recognize the Pokemon and the potential in Pokemon, not the Pokemon in potential.
liberate them from humans. I disagree. Conversely, it should be humans who bring out the hidden potential in Pokemon.
Now, is that hidden power, or is that the hidden power known as Z power? Is that O power? Or is that, what kind of power is it? Be more specific.
I like to think it's Mega Evolution, and
There are
Z
at least
power can
14
fuck off.
forms of hidden potential at this point. You're gonna have to be more specific. Especially at PhD level. Corbin.
And this is, again, I feel like his research is flawed.
I'll test you to see if you're a trainer who can bring out the hidden potential of Pokemon. Biddly ding.
I'm frightened. What if he has a Psychic type?
He's got a Magnemite.
I can deal with that. Oh boy, can I deal with that.
It goes dit and it flies around.
I've
Unfortunately,
got two answers for this in Piggy Mitchell.
I literally have...
Use
also
Flam
two.
Charge. It will make you more go
Oh, it's also sturdy.
fast. Oh, yes, it is.
Well, that's a leg up on me.
Might used Endeavor. Oh no, it used Thunder Wave, which is just as annoying.
Fortunately, I have Quick Attack. Unfortunately, Colress has used a Super Potion.
Do you see what's happening here? He's being a douche.
It was bound to happen
It was foretold.
in the prophecies. See, Magnemite, right?
Yeah.
It's completely neutral, and when three of them come together, it creates something useful. You know what isn't created when three things come together that's useful? Male Corby!
I knew we'd get there. Right.
Look, even Clink is useful, and it's just two things.
Fisty McGee wants to learn Chip Away. Is Chip Away good?
Chip Away is that normal 70 power move that just ignores a bunch of things.
Yeah, stat changes don't affect it. Yeah, I'm gonna just swap Bide for Chip Away. I feel like that's a good move.
It's
on my
solid.
part.
It's a solid fighting move, and I've beaten Colress. Yay!
Oh, well, I was worried about Psychic types, but here we are.
I see. Just like the gym leaders in each area are the Elite Four and champion in the Pokemon League, you bring out the power in Pokemon by being kind to them.
I mean, I've literally made a paralyzed Pokemon keep fighting. I feel like I'm not a good example of that.
Yeah, and then there's Agatha, who is openly sadomasochistic.
Didn't she use her Gengar to mind control Lance for a while? Isn't that a thing from the manga? Like that she was like properly evil.
Properly, and then there's all sorts of other shady things.
She's not a very nice lady.
Just like gym leaders, including, of course, Giovanni of Viridian City, who was a stand-up guy, if you'll recall.
Yeah. I got a protein out of that.
That's the kind of person you are. I'm extremely grateful for your help. I, too, got a protein. This is going straight onto eBay. I mean, onto something that would benefit from the attack IVs. So frustrating. If only we could talk to Pokemon in order to bring out their power.
Do you have a Pokemon called eBay? Because if you don't, I feel like you've just got your next name.
I can't think of a Pokemon that would be effective as eBay, but it's still less non sequitur than naming a Drillbur ITV2.
I think you'll find ITV2 is a fabulous.
Yes, I'm coming round to it more, I think. Well then, Corbin, I hope to see you again someday.
I'm going to fight the random guard guy because he may have an items that I like.
Oh yeah, this route randomly has buildings sunk into it, like some kind of abandoned ruin.
Remember, it was a building site in the last one, I think. So it builded the buildings.
I faintly remember something about this.
Yeah, and there's a highway for some reason, but it doesn't go from anywhere to anywhere. There's just a highway.
There's Just a Highway, the AC/DC sequel we never got, but totally deserved. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to stop here, honestly, because otherwise I need to backtrack terribly to get Nonix. Which isn't really a great thing to be backtracking for, but it'll evolve eventually, and then it'll be better, question mark? I can do stuff with Steelix. I can operate that on an angle. I mean, Steelix even has like little grabby handles that you can like steer it with. So, yeah, many senses more useful. I'm stalling for time. I don't know if you can tell that I'm stalling for time, but I'm stalling for time. But I'm very sleepy, so the only way I know how to stall for time is to repeatedly repeat that I'm stalling for time, and this is the only way that I'm not going to go on another rant about male copy. This has been a batch of 2 episodes. I'm grateful that I got to record them, but at the same time, what am I gonna think of myself listening back to this? What do you think about this, Benji the cat who's been sitting here silently this whole time? What do you think about this discourse? I'm asking the cat about discourse.
Oh, what kind of discourse?
Just the gradual rabbit hole that these 2 episodes have gone into.
I feel like we'll get some interesting comments. I quite like the direction, personally. I just fought a police guy who had a dog that said I smelled dangerous. Thing that happened. Fisher, guys! I just got a mystic water. Are there any water fighting types in this?
Isn't Polnareff like the only one?
So that's a negative.
Oh,
well.
I believe this is where we wrap.
I think so. I think this is time.
By the start of the next episode, you'll have a Lucario, I will hopefully have an Onyx.
And we will be very happy with that.
Indeed, but until next time, from us at Podcastlocke, it's goodbye.
And goodbye from me.